Now that we learned about lists and tables, let's talk about forms and input elements. First, let's create a new HTML file for our contact form. Let's name it contact form HTML so we can keep it separate from index.html. Now, open it with a live server extension and you should see an empty page. And let's quickly add basic HTML using a snippet, exclamation point and enter. Let's give our page a title, contact form. And let's reuse styles from index.css. So link and link it to index.css. Now let's add a container for our form, div with an ID contact form. And let's add level 1 header contact form. We can reuse the styles we applied to our About Me container by applying them to contact form as well. So in index.css, find the About Me ID selector and add ID selector contact form after a comma. Now the styles from index.css are also applied to our contact form div. Now we can start creating our form. So use tag form to declare a form. A form in HTML starts with the form tag. Inside it, we will add input elements where users can enter their data. Now, let's create a text input where users can enter their name, input, and press enter. We automatically have type text. And let's also give it ID name and name attribute name. The name attribute helps when submitting form data. Okay, we can type something into the field, but it is missing a label. So let's add a label for name, and the title of this label will also be name. Label is associated with a field through a for attribute. In this case, the input ID is name, so label is for name. A placeholder gives users a hint about what to enter. So let's add a placeholder, enter your name. And the placeholder disappears when the user starts typing. HTML supports different data types for inputs. So far, we've used text input. Now, let's add a number input for the user's age. So let's add a new line, BR, and then label for age, and input of type number, and ID, age, and name, age. A number input only allows numbers. Try typing letters and they won't appear. Now, let's provide a message field for longer text input. New line, and then label for message. Message. Text area with an ID message and a name message. And let's also add attribute rows for and a placeholder, type your message here. The text area element allows users to enter multi-line text. The rows for attribute makes the field 4 lines tall by default, and users can resize the field by dragging the bottom right corner like this. Finally, let's add a submit button so users can send their message. Button type submit, send. The type submit tells the button to submit the form. Right now, clicking the button doesn't do much. We will handle form submission later. To sum up, use text inputs for entering single-line text like name. Use number inputs for entering numeric values like age or quantity. Use text area for entering longer multi-line messages. Use submit button to submit the form.